We all know that the climate crisis is one of the biggest challenges we are currently facing. But do we know the impacts created when we manufacture electronics and digital technology? Let's meet one of France's most successful startups and find out how they are tackling this challenge head-on as a native circular economy business.
Back Market is a marketplace dedicated to the sales of refurbished products. It's been created 8 years ago. It's operating in 17 countries, so in Europe, in the US, and also in Asia now for the past 2 years. The idea behind Back Market is to scale the circular economy around tech product, give an alternative to people when they want to consume a tech product, to actually not buy a new product and buy a refurbished or used product.
Today, digital represents 4% of our carbon emission globally. To give you an idea, the plain business is around 3%, so it's even bigger. And 70% of this impact is due to the manufacturing of devices. To give you an idea, like manufacturing a new smartphone is around 84 kilograms of CO2, and refurbishing one is 7 kilograms. And since we exist, since 2014, Back Market has contributed to avoid 1 million tons of CO2 just by selling computers, tablets, smartphones. So this impact is real, and this impact has been enabled by our customer.
In order to lower those emissions, you need to create less product. There is no other option. And so how do you do that? Well, you have to extend the life of those existing devices as much as possible.
Technical refurbishment isn't new or bespoke to Back Market. But what this startup has done is create trust in refurbished products by being the marketplace that assures quality.
So the gap that was existing before we created Back Market for me became clearer. The more I was thinking about the opportunity, the clearer it became. I call it the trust gap.
Back Market actually creates the condition of the trust between the customer and the refurbishers. So the idea of Back Market was to actually create the same purchase experience with refurbished that you used to have with new as a customer.
The trust gap is the thing that's missing in the middle of the new word and the used word. And this is where we came to create Back Market, is to say refurbished is the best combo out of the two words. You're saving a lot of money from new, but you also have all the reinsurance that you don't get on the used sides of things. So that combo for me is the key to scale circular economy. And today it's 15% only. We really want to move it to 50 plus and become the new normal, And it's the case for the car market right now.
I'd say we do have higher quality standards than any other platform or refurbisher out there. We probably don't communicate enough on that. And it's a critical game because consumers need to understand that yes, there's an alternative to new, but that alternative is of high quality. But it is a reality. Our standards, especially around battery, are higher than the average or most of our retailers. And funny enough, we do reject a lot of sellers and a lot of supply sellers on our platform. We don't communicate that much about it because that's our internal source. That's how we build quality standards. Consumers don't need to understand that. They don't need to see that. But that's how we're playing that quality game.
So we are ordering from our website to check the quality of the devices that customers are receiving in order to help sellers improving in their quality. So this is where we are testing every devices. We are using software that our sellers are using too. Where here you have the identity card of the device, and then you will test it through an app where you will test every aspect of the device. Here we have the different buttons that you need to activate in order to see if it's working. Here it will vibrate. We can test the different types of cameras, 3 on this one, and check if they're good or not. Here we have the flash, the charging part, the touch screen to see if every part of the screen is touch sensitive or not, which looks pretty good on this one. And then we will test the phone for 30 minutes in order to check the battery on the long run. And if needed, we also have long tests that can be run for 1 week or two in order to really test the devices.
Back market has already been successful, saving on both CO2 emissions and raw material use. But what's needed to really move the needle further? Thomas and Camille tell us why customer engagement and support from policymakers is imperative.
The fact that we're in here, in this battle, to really poke the bear and make sure that consumers understand that there's an alternative, and that's something that we can play. And really try to incept the idea that there is an alternative, that this is just marketing, right? It's just a result of 30, 40, 50 years of creating a model of, establishing a new pattern of buying new every year, and that you absolutely need this new phone with that extra 10th camera and this new form factor, right? This is just psychological work in play. You don't need that. And this is a moment where we have immense kind of creative territory to explore.
It's more about how we educate people around the true impact of tech, to make them understand that it's refurbished circular tech is a concrete solution to fight a very problematic issue on the environment. For us, it's very important that repair is the easiest possible and with the greater quality possible, so people will have trust on refurbished devices. So we are trying to act to fight a bit against this planned obsolescence. We work with the main French association on it called HOP, it's like Stop Planned Obsolescence, to raise awareness on this, to try to also push a bit the lawmakers to make them understand why it is so important that we extend the lifespan of the devices we use on our day-to-day life. So we are trying to convince the lawmakers to make law that actually obligate the constructor to make their device actually repairable in an easy way for everybody.
You can expect us to keep trying as hard as we can to amplify the acceleration of transforming the linear economy of tech product to circular economy.
This idea of a joyful revolution is something we really believe in. It would be very, very easy to be kind of swollen, by how negative or how hard the topic is, right? It's a tough battle to win if that battle can be won, right? But we have a very deep sense of achieving it through joy, through happiness, through positivity, and that's a strong rallying cry. And I personally believe, and I think we all believe, that if we're able to transmit that in the way we communicate, in the way we show up to the world, we're actually going to have, we're going to make people's life a bit easier and happier. We're going to have more impact, and we're going to have a lot more fun in the process.